What happens when an 18-year-old kid, barely removed from the desks of high school math class, is suddenly thrust into the unforgiving stage of the NBA? History tells us most teenagers would collapse under the weight. The game is too fast, the body's too strong, the pressure suffocating. But history had never seen LeBron Raymone James. On June 26, 2003, the Cleveland Cavaliers selected their hometown prodigy with the first pick in the NBA draft. LeBron wasn't just another teenager. He was the chosen one, a name branded onto him by Sports Illustrated years earlier, a label that carried both prophecy and curse. At just 18, he carried not only the hopes of a city long starved for basketball success, but also the weight of a league that desperately wanted a new face of the future. By October 29, 2003, the prophecy was tested. Sacramento was loud that night, their king still a Western powerhouse. From the moment LeBron checked in, all eyes were glued to the teenager who was expected to perform miracles. And then, almost casually, he began to deliver. The jitters were there, of course, but LeBron immediately showed a startling maturity. He wasn't just scoring, he was leading, passing, smiling through the pressure, and demanding respect from grown men nearly twice his age. Though the Cavaliers lost, a seed had been planted. This wasn't hype anymore. This was real. The very next night against Phoenix, he continued the act. Passing, shooting, rebounding, directing traffic. He wasn't afraid. Still, the Cavaliers stumbled again, and the same doubts began to surface. Could an 18-year-old truly carry a broken franchise? Was this hype train destined to derail before it even left the station? By November, the struggles started to bite. Against Portland, LeBron suffered his first truly rough outing. His jump shot was off, his finishing inconsistent. He looked for the first time like a kid among men. Yet even in that struggle, there was resilience. He didn't mope or quit. He adjusted, shifted his focus to playmaking, and reminded the world that his gift wasn't only scoring, it was making the right play every time. But the Cavaliers kept losing, their record sinking deeper, their locker room splintering. The problem wasn't just LeBron's age. It was the veterans around him. Ricky Davis, who had been the team's scoring star, resented the shift. Just a season earlier, he had averaged over 20 points per game, the undisputed focus of Cleveland's offense. Now, in his prime, he was expected to defer to a teenager. The tension boiled, spilling into the media. Davis complained openly about finding his shots, the kind of selfishness that clashed with LeBron's unselfish vision of basketball. The Cavaliers suspended Davis after an incident against Atlanta, but the damage was done. LeBron wasn't just carrying the burden of youth, he was carrying a fractured team, and yet flashes of greatness never stopped. Against Memphis in late November, he erupted for 33 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists in a double overtime thriller. He dazzled with pro hops, acrobatic drives, and pinpoint dimes, showing not just raw numbers but command of the floor. Cleveland still lost more than they won, but LeBron was proving himself nightly. By Christmas, he was producing like a star, dropping buckets, swatting shots, even leading the Cavaliers to wins they had no business securing. But the uphill battle was brutal. The Cavaliers kept bleeding losses, and LeBron's flaws were magnified under the spotlight. Analysts argued he needed to shoot more, to be selfish like Jordan in his rookie year, who averaged nearly 20 shots per game. Others worried his unselfishness, his willingness to trust flawed teammates, would hold him back. But LeBron himself was clear. At 17, before he even touched an NBA court, he said it. He only cared about winning. Not numbers, not glory. Winning. By January 2004, comparisons to legends grew louder. Michael Jordan was still fresh in memory, Kobe Bryant was at his peak, and now a teenager from Akron was being measured against them. The Cavaliers were awful, hovering near the bottom of the East, but LeBron was undeniable. He scored 38 against the Wizards. He put up 37 against the Celtics. He led comebacks, carried exhausted veterans, and forced a dying franchise to matter again. Trades reshaped the team around him. Ricky Davis was gone. Darius Miles was gone. The Cavaliers cleared the way for LeBron, betting their future entirely on a teenager's shoulders. And it worked. His production soared, his leadership solidified. He began winning games almost single-handedly, dragging Cleveland closer to playoff contention. Then came heartbreak. In February, he was snubbed from the All-Star game, coaches leaving him off the roster despite his staggering rookie numbers. His response? He torched the Lakers, stared down Shaquille O'Neal, and reminded every coach who doubted him that they had made a mistake. But inconsistency plagued him too. At times, he looked unstoppable. At others, he shot poorly, the fatigue of an 82-game season gnawing at his young legs. By March, the playoff push grew desperate. LeBron recorded a new career high of 41 points against New Jersey, his first true superstar performance. But it wasn't enough. The Cavaliers slipped. Despite LeBron's averages, 20.9 points, 5.9 assists, 5.5 rebounds, 1.6 steals, Cleveland missed the postseason. The rookie dream ended early, but the NBA had seen enough. He was Rookie of the Year unanimously, a teenager who entered the league with impossible expectations and still exceeded them. And perhaps the most remarkable thing? Through all the struggles, LeBron never broke from his philosophy. He trusted his teammates even when they failed him. He made the right basketball play, even when critics begged him to imitate Jordan's selfishness. He wasn't trying to be Jordan. He wasn't trying to be Kobe. He was trying to be LeBron James. Looking back, that rookie season was more than a collection of stats. It was a declaration. A teenager walked into the NBA and instantly proved he belonged. He weathered selfish teammates, constant comparisons, and crushing losses, but still rose above it all. Every dunk, every assist, every clutch moment was a piece of a foundation that would eventually support 4 championships, multiple MVPs, and the all-time scoring crown. In 2003, people wondered if he could live up to the impossible hype. 20 years later, the only question left is whether anyone will ever surpass him. So what do you think? Was LeBron's rookie season the greatest debut we've ever seen, or was it just the beginning of something even bigger? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into basketball history.